Welcome back to Hogwarts. That is right, my bookish and wizardish friends. Today we will be reviewing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. And I am both deeply excited and deeply saddened by the wine I have picked today. I am deeply excited because it matches so perfectly. It is Born of Fire. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. And it's a frickin' Phoenix. And I'm deeply saddened because it was $20. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this would have been a better wine for the Order of the Phoenix, but this one has a... It's got a... Today I also have my Harry Potter cauldron. It is not a wine glass. Wouldn't it suck if this was terrible? Like, not only did I spend $20 on it, but watch it be terrible. Sometimes you get what you pay for. And in this case, it's one of those instances. 5 out of 5. So Harry has survived his first year at Hogwarts. And now he is home for the summer, which is not ideal for him because he's back with the Dursleys. And if we remember, they are horrid. And they are extra horrid now because he went to Hogwarts, which is exactly what they were trying to have him not do. So they're being so terribly mean to him. And to make matters worse, he has not heard from Harry. Wow. He has not heard from himself. He has not heard from Ron or Hermione. But then Harry gets a visit from a house elf named Dobby. And Dobby tells Harry that he cannot, under any circumstances, go back to Hogwarts. It's not safe for him. And Harry's like, and so he ignores the warning and goes downstairs, and Dobby is forced, in his mind, to wreak complete havoc in the kitchen and mess up Harry's life. So Harry is now in trouble for ruining the dinner party that the Dursleys were having and is locked in his room. But fear not, because it's not that Ron and Hermione have not been trying to talk to Harry. It's that Dobby has been stealing the letters that they've written to him. So Harry still has friends, and said friend Ron shows up in a flying car to his bedroom to break him out. And so they save Harry in the nick of time and help him escape from the Dursley compound. He spends the rest of the summer with the Weasley family, and then it is time to go back to school. So they go shopping before they go back, and this is where Harry runs into Lockhart, Gilderoy Lockhart, which has all of the women swooning because he's this super awesome wizard who's accomplished so many really impossible sounding things, and he's also handsome. But anyway, he's the new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher because, if we remember, Professor Quirrell had Voldemort chilling on the back of his head, so he's no longer. But then they're at platform 9 3/4, and Harry and Ron miss it somehow. They run into it, and it's not open, so they actually run into the wall. Fear not, though, because remember the flying car? Yeah, Ron and Harry do, and so they take the flying car to Hogwarts. And they're like 13. And then it is Quidditch time, which is like the best time of the year, right next to... I don't know. There's nothing that compares to Quidditch. All I'm saying is we've got a lot of technology that you're telling me you can't invent like a flying broom type thing so that we can play Quidditch. Slytherin has a new sneaker. And Slytherin has a new seeker. The one and only Draco Malfoy. But now trouble is afoot, as per usual in Hogwarts, because someone has petrified Filch's cat. And also written a really bad message. And so that's weird. And now Harry's also hearing voices while all this like stuff is happening, so that's weirder. And then our little trio of friends learns that 50 years ago in Hogwarts, the Chamber of Secrets was opened. And no one knows where the entrance to the chamber lies. And everyone, or at least these three, are convinced that the chamber is open. And if we remember Dobby, he is still unhappy that Harry is at Hogwarts again, so he is up to his regular bullshit, which is during the Quidditch game against Slytherin, he manages to enchant one of the balls to keep attacking Harry to try to not kill him, but like get him to go home. Gryffindor wins the match, but Harry breaks his arm because Dobby does manage to hurt him. But fear not, Gilderoy Lockhart is present, and he is fantastic. So he just does a little bippity-boppity-boo on Harry's arm to fix it, and actually he just removes all of the bones from Harry's arm. So. And the same Gilderoy Lockhart, because he is so good at spells, has created a dueling club to teach the children how to duel. And Harry participates and ends up talking to a snake, and it looks like he's sicking him on another student, but he's not. He's trying to talk the snake down from it. But anyway, this is where we learn he can speak Parseltongue, and everyone's freaked out, and Harry's like, why? And it's because only the heir of Slytherin can speak Parseltongue. And so Harry's like, ah, and everyone's like, yeah, dude, you want some next level shit. And now Harry comes across 2 more petrified people. Justin Finch-Fletchley and Nearly Headless Nick are now the newest petrified members of the Petrified crew. And because Harry doesn't believe that he's the heir of Slytherin, because he's not a Slytherin, he is a Gryffindor, him, Ron, and Hermione brew a potion of a little bit. They brew some Polyjuice potion, and they assume the roles of Crabbe and Goyle, who are Slytherins, so that they can sneak into the Slytherin common room and talk to Malfoy, because they're convinced Malfoy is the heir of Slytherin. And so they do that. Hermione does not go along because her potion does not go as planned. And they find out that Draco's not the heir of Slytherin. So we're back to square one. Also, Hermione's temporarily a cat. Harry finds a diary in the broken bathroom, and it's blank, and he's like, weird. So then he starts writing in it, and it starts writing back to him. And through this diary, we meet Tom Marvolo Riddle. And Tom accuses Hagrid of opening the Chamber of Secrets the first time 50 years ago. And like, is Hagrid even like 50 years old? But now Hermione and a Ravenclaw girl are petrified. And so Ron and Harry, who are almost useless without Hermione, are forced to go to Hagrid to like figure out what happened 50 years ago. But as luck would have it, Dumbledore and Hagrid have been removed from Hogwarts by the Minister of Magic and Lucius Malfoy. So before Hagrid leaves, the boys are hiding under the invisibility cloak, and Hagrid is like, follow the spiders if you want to know things. And so Harry and Ron are gonna follow the spiders, whatever that means. Well, the spiders lead to the enchanted forest. I do this every time. Lead to the Forbidden Forest, and they meet Aragog, which is this giant spider, and they find out that Hagrid was innocent and that Aragog doesn't really care about the alliance he has with Hagrid. He's gonna let his other million bajillion spiders feed on Harry and Ron, so they have to leave, and they have to run. And then the car that they crash into the Whomping Willow saves them and gets them back to campus okay. After their encounter with Aragog, and they realize that the monster was not a spider, it was a snake-like thing, they go and decide that Moaning Myrtle must have been the girl that was killed 50 years ago. So they're gonna go talk to Moaning Myrtle. Harry and Ron find a piece of paper in her like petrified fist, and it is basically, it says the monster that's guarding the Chamber of Secrets, or that's in the Chamber of Secrets, is a basilisk. And then, through some events, Ginny gets taken into the Chamber of Secrets. Or at least that's what the blood on the wall says. So now, somehow, Ron and Harry and Lockhart go down into the Chamber of Secrets through Myrtle's bathroom sink. And Lockhart ends up cursing himself because he is a terrible wizard. And also a terrible guy, but he's handsome. And so Ron and Harry are in the Chamber of Secrets. Ron stays with Professor Doofusface. Harry goes to find Ginny. And he does. He finds her body like limp and not moving. She's not dead, but like she's like passed out. And also Tom Riddle. And here is where Tom spells it out for us. Tom Marvolo Riddle, when you unscramble it, is I am Lord Voldemort. And Ginny is in the Chamber of Secrets because Tom has led her there through the diary that she stole from Harry. And so now Harry is fighting with the basilisk, and all of a sudden a phoenix shows up. You know, Fawkies. And the phoenix has a magical hat which has a sword in it, the sword of Gryffindor. And he uses it to kill the basilisk, and then he takes the fang from the basilisk and stabs the diary, ultimately killing Tom Riddle and breaking the curse. But he got hurt, and so the phoenix just cries into his wound, and he's fine again. Ginny wakes up. Harry's fine. She's fine. And Harry gives Dobby a sock and frees him from Lucius Malfoy. So he is a free elf now. And that is it. That is the end of it. Harry saves the day. Gilderoy Lockhart, who is a phony, has no idea who he is. And here's the breakdown. Cover design is a 4.5 because I love that Fox. To me, I read it as Fox. If it's anything else, I don't know what to tell you. I love that it's on the cover and there's a bunch of snakes. It's a 4.5. I love the cover. I liked it. I don't know why I keep going like. It's great. Characters are a 5.5. Wow, 5.5. That's not an option. Characters are a 5 out of 5 because I love Hermione. She's a smart, brilliant one. And even though she's like not super present in this one because she's petrified for part of it, she still manages to like carry this book. And Harry's awesome, obviously. Ron is cool. I love the characters. Draco. The plot is a 5. I feel like the plot is always going to be a 5 for all of these Harry Potter books because Harry Potter is it is the definition of witchcraft and wizardry. Like, it is. Did anyone write a book about witches or wizards before J.K. Rowling? If they did, it is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. So, the ending is a 4. It's good. I, again, like how Harry saves the day and it's all good and well. I guess maybe I'm judging that based off of all the books, but like that's how every book ends. It's like, that was another year at Hogwarts and now it's summertime. Thank God Harry was at Hogwarts. And the book drop. The book drop is for sure when you find out that Voldemort is Tom Marvolo Riddle, and when you flip the letters around, it is, I am Lord Voldemort. That's the book drop. And you're like, oh my God. So, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is going to get a 4.7 out of 5 because I love this series forever and for always. This is one of the book reviews that did me in. Until next time, all of the words.